The 2024 GMC Canyons have started to make their way to the dealerships, and this AT4 is beautiful with the sand color. I'm here at Jerry Seiner, Buick GMC in South Jordan, Utah. If you would like to purchase this truck, it is available. Be sure to ask for Frank. Let's go ahead and check out the window sticker so you guys can see some of the specs on this build. At the very top, you guys can see the color, which is Desert Sand Metallic. And be sure to pause it for some of the standard equipment all the way to the left here. And base price is going to be $43,000. And then here are all the options on this spec. So you have the technology package with a few things there. Trailering equipment package, so it gives us a trailer brake. The paint was an extra cost, and a few other things right here. Destination is $1,595 with a total price of $47,795. And here's the Philly coming numbers on the left. It's hard to believe that the AT4 is the second lowest trim level. So the elevation is basically the base model, and then you have this AT4. But they do come with the factory 2-inch lift. You get this really nice front end, wide stance. And I like what they've done with the AT4. You have like this dark gray color on the grille, forward facing camera, premium lighting comes standard. And then check out below here. You have that gray trim piece, red recovery hooks. There's some skid plates down below, but if you want more aggressive ones, you have to go to an AT4X. Love the cutout here up front that gives you a better approach angle if you do plan on going off-road, which I would go off-road with this truck because it's small and it's easier to maneuver for the most part. Now here's a quick look at the suspension. You have independent front suspension, coilover system. And then here's the other side. Looks like it has 4-piston brakes. And then these are going to be 18-inch wheels wrapped in an LT 275/65/18. And then here are the capacities. 2,535 pounds at 50 psi. They give you a fabric material for the wheel well, which helps it to be easy to clean out mud, things like that. And check out your fender flares. They give you the clearance lights right there. Here are the mirrors. They give you a painted mirror cap. And you have those cameras on the mirrors too. Painted door handles, smart key system up front. You have that one AT4 badge right there. Wheel design is kind of not that great personally. 21.5 gallon fuel tank. And then just check out down below here. Now, they don't do wax frames on these trucks, by the way. It's kind of interesting to do it on HD still. You guys can see the leaf pack there. You have 4 leaves in the main pack. And then out back, corner step, parking sensors. You have a 4 and 7 pin for your class 4 hitch, backup camera. Now there's a mixture of LED lights and incandescent bulbs for your tail lights, assisted tailgate. Now you guys will see here, one of my favorite things about these trucks is this storage here. And it is protected from the elements too. You have your tie downs for the bed. No spray in bed liner, but they do give you a 120 volt power plug, 400 watts max. And here's the other side. As I said earlier, this truck has such a wide stance too. Look at that. Really nice design. Now one last thing to take note of is you do not have a matching spare tire and wheel, and this truck does have a 342 rear end. Now this 2.7 liter 4-cylinder turboed engine is known as the Turbo Max. It's going to have 310 horsepower, 430 pound-feet of torque. Now this has an 8-speed transmission, and first gear it starts at a 4. It's actually a 456, which is good for off-roading and it's good for towing, right? Now this engine has a 30% stiffer crankshaft, has a more rigid cylinder block, and a fully forged bottom end. So it's overbuilt, and even though the V6 would be my choice of engine because it's gonna be more reliable if you put a lot of miles, I still think that they built this engine similar to what you see on like a diesel basically, and I think it'll last the test of time. Now the interior for the Canyon is pretty well appointed. The AT4 gives you this brown color around the interior. This is a 10-way driver's seat, including the lumbar support. You have leather, and you have a fabric material for the insert of the seat. AT4 badge right there. And check out the overall design too. I like what they've done. That piping, the stitching, it all goes well together. This is a 10-way driver's seat, including the lumbar support. And no running boards, no grab handle to get in and out of, but I do like that they give you a black headliner for the roof. Goes really well with the interior. Here's some of your controls. Now notice how there's not a lot of buttons on the side, and the reason why that is because they do put a lot of stuff inside the screen. So you have push button start, telescoping steering wheel, 11-inch screen, and this is also 11-inch screen too. So all your lighting controls are inside the screen here, and this is, depending on who you are, this is a good thing, bad thing. Oh, let me turn this down real quick. Hold on 1 second. But yeah, depending on who you are, you might like it, you might hate it. Now this screen here, if you push this button on the steering wheel, watch this. You can pretty much change the setup here. You have navigation for the screen too. Here's another off-road page. And then this is showing you like your pitch and roll. Shows you you're in 2-wheel drive. Shows you the angle of the steering wheel. Really nice stuff there. And if you push it again, pretty much takes you back to the main screen here. As far as this screen goes, it's really customizable. One thing I like is the docking station on the side here. You can move things out of here if you like. And if you would like to move things back in, for example, if you would like your cameras in here, or if you have an Apple phone, you want to put your Apple CarPlay over here, that is an option. Also, if you hit the car icon, basically, this shows you the menu here. Now, something that the HD trucks don't have that this truck does is your vehicle status. I love this about this truck, and it's really in part to this. You have your battery voltage, your coolant temperature, and it gives you an actual number there. If you scroll over, it shows you your transmission fluid, 88 degrees, oil pressure is right there, and it gives you the oil temperature. So if I were to rev it, let's see. Doesn't really change, but I'm pretty sure your coolant probably got a little bit warmer there. That you can see it changing right there. So something else that I would like to see from them, because this is a turbocharged engine, I would like to see a turbo boost gauge, things like that. But apart from that, I do like how customizable this screen is. You can move things around inside of here. I moved your cameras here, so now you guys can see some of the camera views you have. So you can see front and rear. You can see bird's eye view. And if you want the 360 on too, it'll show on the left side there. Also, this is a good camera views for going off-road. You can see the front and rear. And then out back, you can zoom into your coupler or your hitch, whatever you want to call it. Now, there's still a plastic thing on the screen here, and that's probably why it's not working as well. I just want to make that point. You can pretty much control the climate inside the screen like this, or down below. Heated seats. This does not have a heated steering wheel, by the way. Dual climate control, and then you have this button that puts all the windows on together. Auto stop starts right there. Caution lights. This is your lane keep assist, and then you have auxiliary. Now notice how you don't have a button for the locker out back. The locker is going to be an automatic one. You have 2 USBs. I don't see that this is a wireless charger, because normally they have like a sticker, so I don't think this truck has it, but it is an option for it. You have 4 high, 4 low, 2-wheel drive, you have automatic. Also, your driving modes are in here. So if you go to normal, you see that you have an eye icon, and it pretty much will show you what every drive mode is and what it does. Be sure to pause if you want to read it, obviously. And that's pretty much it. Electronic parking brake, cup holders, a little bit of storage inside of here. And up top, I'm a little bummed by this. You have incandescent bulbs. There is no home link, but you do have lights for your vanity, and really nice attention to detail for the passenger side interior. Here's the glove box. You guys can see there's a sticker. What does it say? Let's see if I can read it from here. So you cannot use this truck to carry a slide-in bed camper, as an FYI. This seat also is manually operated. Let's check out the back seat. Really quickly, I want to show you guys passenger side. And then out back, they do provide a lever on the side of the seat. A little bit of storage, a little bit. Seat back pockets only for the passenger seat here. And USBs, air vents down below. And you can actually put these headrests down for better visibility. That rear glass does slide manually. It is kind of hard to get inside this truck, guys. If you are a little bit taller, if you have bigger kids, this might be a little small for some people. Now, in case you want to see the numbers on the door, here are your axle ratings. So up front, 3,500 pounds. The rear is 3,600 pounds with a gross vehicle weight rating of 6,250 pounds. The wheels are 18 by 8.5, so you can get a pretty meaty tire on there. And then the payload is 1,515 pounds. 36 PSI for the tires, front and rear. And if this truck is still here in a few days, maybe I'll take it for a quick drive to show you guys the performance of it and everything like that. But be sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so yet. Make sure your bell notifications are on. See you guys soon.